Hello, welcome to Beering in Mind Beer Reviews. In our last video we looked at a beer from Minoh Brewery, and today we'll look at another one, but a much more limited beer. Minoh Brewery is located in the city of Minoh, to the north of Osaka City, and the brewery started in 1996. A man who had been a liquor distributor decided that he was going to give his three daughters a present, and he bought a building and installed brewing equipment and said, "You are going to make beer." And they had no training whatsoever, and they were not ready for it, but they got some training very quickly and came out of the gate making beers that were so-so. Over the years they've gotten much better, and the three daughters still run it. Unfortunately, the father died in an accident in the brewery, and his three daughters have now taken over the business, and they're quite well known in Japan, and I think probably one of the most successful, a real success story in Japanese craft brewing. So the beer we're going to look at today is called Minoh Saruyama Shikao, and this is a specialty grain beer. It includes rice, and the special thing about this beer is that it includes Yamada Nishiki rice from the sake maker called Akika Shuzo, which is located in Nose, which is to the north of Osaka. Osaka Prefecture has a rather unusual shape, and it goes way up into a small northern area that is called Nose-cho, very mountainous, very rural, very beautiful area. And this brewery called Akika Shuzo is located there. And so this is a collaboration beer with them, and as it tells you here, it is called rice brut beer, so it should be a little bit dryish here. So they include this rice that's grown in Nose-cho. 10% apparently of the boil was barley, or I'm sorry, rice from Nose-cho. They also put saison yeast and koji, which is a mold used to make sake. There are no ratings for this on RateBeer whatsoever. On Untappd, there are 57 ratings at 3.79 average out of 5. It's a 7% beer, 15 IBUs, very low on the bittering. So we're expecting notes of rice for sure, notes of sake, and perhaps a bit of fruitiness from the saison yeast. Let's give this one a go. It's a nice medium sort of gold color with a kind of half finger of sort of fluffy white head. Let's turn her around and see what we got. So you can see some pretty substantial carbonation taking off from kind of all parts of the glass and not just one spot in the bottom. Okay. Oh my. Okay, right away, definitely the saison yeast nose comes out. Quite strong. A little bit estery, yes. Okay, again, it tastes saison-like. There's kind of a punch right away after the initial flavor, kind of a punch of fruitiness, which I attribute perhaps to the koji. Has a little bit of heaviness, so kind of blend of maybe saison and sake elements in the body. Very mild fruit elements and tiny, tiny bitterness. The fruit seems to be stone fruit. There's something else. What is it? Something that's not really stone, but let's say apple or grape or something like that. So you get the sense that this is a kind of hybrid for sure. You could mistake it actually for just a saison, I think, because the yeast character is pretty strong overall throughout this. Interesting beer, interesting hybrid. I'm not sure if I would drink more than one of these, but it's definitely something to try. So I think you should give this a go if you happen to see it. I found this at a Yamaya liquor store, which is a large chain of liquor stores in Japan, and you may find it there. Okay, it was not cheap. I think it was around 600 yen or so, but very limited. Nice experimental beer from Minoh, which has gotten more and more experimental over the years. They try lots of things. Some of them they do very well, some not so well. But this is really something to try, I think. Give it a go. Unfortunately, the Minoh bars are closed now. They had one in Higobashi, Osaka, and one in Tenmabashi, and then one in near their brewery called the Warehouse. So it's hard to get those, but you can go online and buy things from them if you live in Japan, shipping throughout Japan. So go out and support the breweries that you like, including Minoh. Once again, this is Minoh Saruyama Shikao, 7%, 15 IBU, specialty grain, kind of saison-like beer. Thanks for watching, and please leave me a comment. Tell me what kind of beer you like. Let's have a little conversation about beer. Hope you're doing well, and see you next time. Bye-bye.